Hello and welcome. We're excited to walk you through the newly updated donor portal designed to make managing your fund activity and processing grant requests even easier. So whether you're a longtime donor or a new donor, this update will help you stay informed and engaged with your fund in a more streamlined way. So let's get started on showing you how you can access your fund at Hudson Community Foundation. Where we begin is at our website, myhcf.org. And at the top of the page, you'll find fund holder login. So you're going to click here. You'll enter your email that's associated with your fund. Click login, and you'll be prompted to provide a PIN for your fund and make sure that you do check your spam folder in case that's where it lands. You'll enter the PIN, the login button, and you now have landed on a page that may look a bit confusing. So for some of you, you may have a couple of options for the next step in the login. What you need to do is choose your profile that matches the email that you've been using. So I apologize for a bit of that confusion and just look for your selection here. So I'm going to click myself. Once you're logged in, you're going to land on your fund summary page. I'm going to move down here to grant request. You can see that you could also check for donations, your grant history, but today we want to focus on grant request. So you have an option here on the left as well as up here on the upper right. I'm going to use the button up here to click. When you enter this portion of the portal, you now have three choices of how to process your grant request. Previous grantee are the grantees that you granted to in the past, which is pretty common of what you'll use most of the time. The other is search grantee, and that's searching our whole grant catalog, and the other is manual grantee. So for process today, let's just click on here and show you what that looks like. You would enter the grantee name, street, address, city, state, and zip. More information if you have it. If not, no problem. Enter what you have. Click submit, and that's going to move to your cart, which I'll show you in a moment. And if we have any questions after seeing your request, we'll reach out to you. But let's go back to the other choices of the types. The other is search grantee. And what you would do here is you have someone in mind. I'm going to use Hudson Community Chorus. I'm going to click search. And there's the organization I was looking for right here. So if I did want to just process the request from here, I would click this button, create request. But for this demonstration, I'm going to go back to the previous grantee option, and let's process our grant through here. The grantees that you've granted to in the past are going to be in this dropdown. So with this drop-down listing, today I'm going to select Hudson Bandstand. You can enter a description for the grant if you'd like for us to include. This one is going to be sponsorship of the 2025 concert season. My amount today is going to be $200 because that matches my fund balance. If I wanted to be anonymous, I would check this button. And here's where you can select if you'd like a recurring grant. So you would check the button here, choose from the calendar the date you would like the grant to start. You would choose the interval with an option of monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. You could choose a number of times that grant recurs. Include any files that you'd like our office to receive. And then lastly, you can always add any additional notes that you'd like the staff to know. And this one is please mail to their new P.O. Box 123. So I'm happy with this. However, this won't be a recurring grant, so I'm going to uncheck this box here. And now I'm going to add to cart. The next page takes you over to the reviewing the cart. And you have two options. You can edit and go back to the previous page, or you can delete if you no longer want to process this grant. But I'd like to go ahead and continue. So I'm going to click Review Grant Request in the cart. This looks good to me. This is what I'd like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and submit the grant request. The next screen shows that the grant request has been submitted. That's been forwarded to our office for processing. You will also receive an email confirming that we have received your request. And if this is complete, then we're going to click continue. It's going to take you back to that grants tab. And here I see my new request listed, but I no longer want to process this grant. So I'm going to click cancel. It then removes it from your cart, from your grant list, and also from us processing that grant. So that completes a grant request segment for today. And I want to thank you for your attention. Also, if you have not received a login, please contact our office. We'd be glad to help you with that, or along any of the process that you're in the system. Give us a call. We're happy to help at any time. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to working with you to make an even bigger impact together.